YouTube, it's your boy Tech It Up, back at it again with another video. I recently received some feedback that I need to improve the audio in my videos. You could have put it in nicer words, but look, I'm gonna forgive that. I listened to feedback and I found the best microphone for under 60 bucks that you can get on Amazon. In the past, I used the Blue Yeti and it wasn't bad, but I also had a chance to use my friend's Shure SM7B, which I know is another popular microphone out there. And to be honest, I couldn't tell a big difference between the two or between the three. And I know I'm not an audio engineer, but for your average user, I could not tell the difference. And for 60 bucks, I'm gonna go with the $60 option. But I know I did a lot of talking. Let's go ahead and unbox this Fifine A8 Plus. This is the box. Simple and nothing special. First thing you'll see in the box is the instruction manual, which is actually really detailed and straightforward when it comes to getting started and covering all the features that I will highlight in this video. Next, we have the microphone attached to the stand, and you'll see that the microphone is also attached to a shock mount. Next, we have a USB-C to USB-A cord. Lastly, we have 3/8 and 5/8 adapters to connect the microphone to the stand of your choice. I currently have mine attached to a I-Xtech boom stand. I love this boom stand because it has solid build quality and allows me to hide my cables. Link to this will be in the description box. Let's talk about build quality. When it comes to the stand, this is a weighted stand and made completely out of plastic. The stand allows you to easily connect to the built-in pop filter. The mesh in the middle of the pop filter is made out of metal and does a great job removing popping sounds when you record your vocals. The microphone has solid build quality and made completely out of plastic, with the mesh being made out of metal as well. The A8 Plus has 7 inputs. That includes 3 capacitive touch buttons, a 3.5mm headphone jack, 2 physical knobs to adjust gain for the microphone and the attached headphones, and a USB-C input for connecting to your computer, game console, and etc. Let's talk about the capacitive inputs. In the front, you can easily adjust the microphone pickup pattern. We'll talk more about this later. At the bottom, you have a RGB button to switch between the various modes that this microphone offers. On the top of the microphone, you have a mute button. It is really nice to be able to mute your audio straight from this microphone. Next, I want to dive into some of the features of the A8 Plus. Earlier, I mentioned that this microphone has 4 pickup patterns. Cardioid, this mode records sounds that are directly in front of the microphone. This gives you a full and rich sound. This is the mode I'm currently using in this video. Bidirectional. This records from the front and the rear of the microphone. This is great for a duet or a 2-person interview. Stereo. This uses both left and right channels to capture a wide, realistic sound image, ideal for recording an instrument or a choir. And last but not least, omnidirectional. This picks up sound equally from all around the mic. It is ideal for situations when you want to capture the ambience of being there, like recording a band's live performance, a multi-person podcast, or a conference call. This is probably the one that everyone's waiting for, RGB. Everyone loves RGB, right? This microphone has 4 different lighting modes. Single color gradient. In this mode, the RGB changes automatically with a flowing single color gradient. Single color breathing. In this mode, the RGB changes with the breathing effect. I'll let you all see in this video. Static single color option. This is my favorite. I'm a simple guy. I don't like all the effects. My favorite color is red. So if I can set it to a static color such as red, I am good to go, and this is where it's gonna stay. Lastly, there is dynamic multicolor gradient. In this mode, the RGB changes with flowing gradient lights. One of the last features that I wanna cover is the audio pass-through feature. And this is gonna be great for those of you that stream, do voiceovers, or anything above. What this allows you to do is actually pass your audio from your computer or your console or whatever device you're using through the USB-C input on the microphone. But then when you use the 3.5mm headphone jack on the microphone and you listen to your voice, you can actually hear your voice over the audio, so that way you know if you're too loud and you can adjust the gain on the microphone. This is extremely useful, especially for those of you that don't have an audio interface, and this is something that you don't typically see in microphones at this price range. So who is this microphone for? This microphone is targeted towards gamers, but it's not only for gamers. I feel like every marketing team at every company out there says, hey, let's put RGB on it, tack on a extra 10, 20 bucks or 100 bucks, and market it for gamers, and people go buy it. And guess what? I fall for it every single time, and I'm not even a gamer. But I think this microphone is great for everyone, even for musicians that are just getting started. It has a really nice sound and it's really straightforward to use. And if you don't feel like having to deal with audio interfaces, phantom power, XLR cords, and all those things, this is a really great microphone to use. Put it on your favorite boom stand, add the attached pop filter, and you're good to go. I personally use this for content creation and business Zoom calls, but if you're just getting started with music, if you're just getting started with a podcast or creating videos, I think this is the microphone for you. And hey, if you don't like it, you can always return it, but for 60 bucks, I do recommend that you check it out on Amazon and take advantage of that 30-day return policy. I would like to finish this video off with my thoughts. Obviously, as I've stated throughout this video, I love this microphone. It has a great sound, and when you compare it to $300 to $400 alternatives, I'm gonna go with this one, just due to the fact that it sounds similar and is so much cheaper. If I were to nitpick, I would say that the lows could be a little bit better. The highs and mids are fantastic, but when you compare the lows to like something like a Shure SM7B, the Shure SM7B is gonna sound a little bit better, but that's also so much more expensive. And so with that in mind, I'm gonna choose this one every single day. Let me know what you all think down in the comment box. But something that I like to tell people is this is gonna be great for content creation or just getting started. And when you first get started with creating content, I always recommend to people, hey, start with the quality, keyword quality, budget items. What I see people do all the time is go out there and buy the best of everything, the best camera, the best microphone, the best of everything, drones. And now you're what, $10,000, $15,000 in a hole, and you're just getting started with your business. Why don't you start with budget items, and then you use those items to get you to a point where you're producing revenue from your side business, and then you upgrade from there. That's always been my process since getting started with creating content. And even though I've generated a good amount of money from creating content on my various channels, I still buy budget-friendly items. I just got a nice camera, so I'm not trying to be hypocritical, but I still buy budget-friendly items like this microphone. So I definitely recommend you check this out. Like I said, buy it on Amazon. You have that 30-day return policy, and test things out. See what works for what you're trying to do. But let me know down in the comment box what you all thought of this video. I will see you all later, and make sure you keep teching it up. Peace.
Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and